Hey everyone, in this video we're going to take a look at another short Latin story. Now this one is called Spartan Boys, the Contempt of Pain. And it's going to give you a little insight into the training that young Spartan boys would have before they enter their militaristic society. Now this story, like a few others that we've seen, comes from George L. Bennett's Easy Latin Stories for Beginners. Now, I've said this in a lot of my videos, but the ones particularly from Bennett, what he calls easy Latin stories, I wouldn't necessarily call them easy or for beginners. That's kind of a relative term. If you're a teacher using this, I always try to use these in the Latin 2 or 3 range, at least in my class. If you're a student, I would say wait until you've had at least a few years of Latin, right? 1 or at least 2, because some of the things that Bennett likes to use really are not what you're going to find in a traditional sort of beginner level Latin class. So judge it however you need to. But the good thing about these stories is they give you something beyond the curriculum. They tend to go in a lot of history or myths or just different stories. Some have like they're more like parables. They have a meaning you're supposed to take out of them. But this one is centered in real stuff in history, right? The Spartans, and it's just a fun way to get a different different access or different story from a traditional curriculum. Okay, so to read something new. So take that for what it is. Before you dive too far into it, like I would say, if you want to pre-read this just to get the vocab, I always say that because it's easier to read and understand things if you know what the vocab is. So maybe just take this story. It's only a paragraph. Pick out the words you don't know, make a list and practice them. But the other thing you should always do whenever you're reading Latin, I would recommend do the read and reread method, right? So read the story, write down any problem areas you have, try to look them up when you're done, then go back and keep reading it. And if you can hit a point where you can read through this story without too much trouble, you're in a good place, right? And you're kind of mastering the Latin. The last bit of advice I'd give you is try to read this aloud. I'm going to start by reading the story to you just so you can hear it once. But you can do that on your own too, right? Find someone in class, read it to them, have them read it back to you. That's how you really work on your listening and your speaking. You never want to shut those skills off, okay? So if you haven't done those yet, pause the video, go do it, right? Or at least listen to me and then pause the video. But you want to do that kind of in advance so that when I go through the story with you, you can double check your work against mine. And hopefully it makes you feel confident in the Latin, okay? So here's the story. I'll read it to you all the way through. You have pueri Spartani, non gemunt flagellis lacerati. Adolescentes Spartae, decertat manibus, pedibus, unguibus, dentibus denique, malunque interfici quam vinci. Puer etiam Spartanos digitur in sinu vestis vulpem calasse et bestiae dentibus necatus esse, nec gemitum edidisse. Praeclarum enim apud Spartanos habebatur aliquid clam abstrahere deprehendi vero turpissimum. Okay, so let's pause the video right there. Again, if you want to hear it again, go back, listen to it. Or if you haven't done any of those things I said at the start of the video, go do them. Because now we're going to work our way through and kind of take it line by line. So you start with pueri Spartani, right? Spartan boys, okay? So it's saying Spartan boys, they non gemunt, right? They do not groan, having been lacerati, right? Having been sort of lacerated or even whipped, torn is kind of the idea. Flagellis means with whips, right? So it's saying Spartan boys, you can hit them with whips and they don't groan, right? They don't make any noise. Then you have adolescentes Spartae, right? So in Sparta, young men, adolescentes, they decertant, they fight with their hands, right? We have a bunch of ablatives here, with their hands, with their feet, with their nails, ungubus, right? Their fingernails, and even with their teeth, dentibus, okay? Then you have the verb malo, to prefer. So you're saying, and they prefer to be killed, interfici, right? You have the passive there, to be killed than to be conquered, right? So they'd rather die than be defeated in battle. Then you have the next line, right? You have puer etiam Spartanos. So you have, it is said, dicator, that a Spartan boy even hid calasse, right? Even hid a vulpum, a fox rather, not a wolf, a fox. In sinu vestis means like in the bosom of his clothes, right? In the chest of his clothes. It means he's hiding it underneath his clothes, right? In the chest area. He hid a fox. And, right, it said, he is said to have been killed, right, necatus esse, to have been killed by the beast, by the teeth of the beast, right? So this young boy had a fox under his clothes, and he gets kind of torn apart and killed by the fox's teeth, right? Nor, it is said that he, to have uttered a sound, right? So he didn't even make a sound when this happened, right? Nec edidisse gemitum, okay? And then we continue the sentence here. And this is the end of it. You have, for among the Spartans, it was held, right, habebatur, it was held to be, praeclarum can mean like glorious or sort of noble here. Maybe glorious works better, right? It was held to be glorious, to abstrahere aliquid, to steal anything secretly, right? Clam, right? So taking something or hiding something secretly is where you earn your glory, right? But to be caught, right? Deprehendi, right? Vero. So, but to be caught was held, is kind of the implied word, most shameful, turpissimum. Okay, so this is a story about Spartan boys, and again, their pain tolerance. You can hit them, whip them, all these different things, and they're not going to let out a sound. And then they give this example of the boy who hides a fox under his shirt, and even which it's implied that he took it. And even though that the animal is kind of ripping him apart, he doesn't say anything, right? Because being able to have that stealthiness and endure that pain is what makes a Spartan boy, right? And that's the glorious thing to do. And being caught with something you took is extremely shameful. Now, what Bennett is referencing here is the agoge, right? Which is the training that Spartan men would endure. I believe Xenophon tells us all about it. So I would encourage you to look that up, right? I can't remember exactly, or I'm not going to claim to be an expert. I'm not sure if the stealing thing is exactly true. I know it's been said. I feel like at some point we had kind of reconsidered maybe the part of the training was go steal something and don't get caught, but it could very well be true. Again, I'm not going to say I'm an expert. I haven't looked at it in a long time, but you should go look it up, right? The agoge is famous. These Spartan boys, this is how they train their male citizens to be such tough warriors, which they were. Okay, so either way, hopefully that made sense. Just a short story. If you have any questions at all about the grammar or my translation, feel free to put them in the comments below. But otherwise, use it for what it is, right? A fun little detour away from your traditional textbook. And hopefully it's something you enjoy and want to learn more about. Good luck.